Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of my channel. This week, I wanted to talk about one of the first steps in the home buying process, getting a loan. And to do that, you have to connect with a mortgage lender. So some people ask me, as they're getting started with the home buying process, how do I find a lender? How do I get that whole thing started? Um, you have a lot of options when it comes to lending. There's a ton of lenders out there, some local, some national, some are part of a bank, some are just part of a lending institute, lending company. You have a lot of options when it comes to that. My advice would always be to either get someone who is a trusted referral, someone that has worked with people you know in the past or worked with realtors you know in the past, or just interview several ones and see which one fits you best as far as different options that they offer, rates, all that good stuff. So when it comes to lending, what you want to do is you'll want to reach out to a lender and see what rate they can offer you. By and large, most of the rates are the same, but they'll have different things like different closing costs, different loan fees, just different things like that. So your best bet is to talk to different ones and see who can give you the best deal as far as all that goes, as far as how much you'll have to bring to the table at closing for final lending fees, all that good stuff. Most of the rates will be pretty in line with each other. They'll have different options for you. Some can do more than others. It also depends on the type of loan that you're getting as well. And that's what you'll do in your initial conversation with the lender is you'll talk about your situation, talk about your finances, your income, what you can and cannot afford, and they'll give you different options too. They'll say, okay, if you're putting this much money down, you have these options to use this money as far as securing a loan goes. So your best bet is to just talk to different lenders. I have lenders reaching out to me all the time as a realtor because, they want me to refer them to potential clients. So I'm always meeting and talking with different lenders in the industry. I've met quite a few. Um, so I always give my new clients an option, a list of lenders. These are the ones that I've worked with in the past. These are the ones who have spoken to me, show me what they can offer, talk to them. And if I have a buyer coming to me with a special circumstance, whether they need a special type of loan or they need some help figuring out their credit, I might steer them to I might steer them to one lender or a different one who can help them out with different packages that they offer at their loan brokerage. So it all just depends on the situation. But my advice is to always talk to a couple. Shop around. Don't just settle on a rate. Talk to different lenders. Shop around. See what they can offer you, and then you might be able to save a little bit of money then on your final payment or your monthly payment for your home, because different lenders have different packages available. And that's why there's so many out there and why it's good to talk to some, because what might be good for you may not be good for someone else and vice versa. So it's always good to have some options in your pocket. And it's one of the first steps that's involved in the home buying process. Before we can even start showing you homes, I want to make sure that you're pre-qualified in a certain price range. And then we'll talk about how far up in that range you want to go anyway, because it's not always ideal to hit the top of your range, because you want to have some income left over for other expenses as well. So just a few things to think about, and then if you are ready to start with the home buying process and you reach out to me, that'd be my first step, is I would give you the options of several lenders in the area, and then we would go from there. There's options too as far as if you want to go with a bank or just a regular lending institute. If you want to go national, local, I always advise to go with a local lender, whether you do a bank or a lending institute, lending company, just because you get that special extra customer service that comes with working with a local lender. They know the market better, they know the area better, they know different things better, they know the people involved better, and it's just a better customer service experience. I've noticed that you compare that to some of these national lenders, it hasn't always been the same experience. So I always try to go with local because, hey, shop local, shop small anyway, right? So thanks for tuning in this week. Hope this was helpful. If you're ready to start the home buying process, be sure to reach out to me. I'll get you set up with several lenders in the Dayton area who have always come through for me. Thank you. See you next week.